Just texting my honey-do list.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And now, is this your honey-do list, or is this Tom's honey-do list?
Well, he did. He offered.
Okay.
He said, anything I can do for you this morning? Because, you know, Saturday's all about getting things caught up.
Yeah.
So
You know,
he's doing laundry.
Tell Tom he's setting the bar kind of high for the rest of us here, because yeah, Linda's like, why don't you do that? You know, so.
Well, he's being a sweetheart. I think he's earning points right now.
Well, I will try to be a sweetheart.
We had dinner on the deck last night.
Yeah.
So nice.
Same here. We were just outside and sitting around, and it was beautiful. I mean, and the smoke really stayed away much more than we thought it would.
Yeah, I could still smell it a little bit off and on yesterday.
Right.
You're really going to smell it maybe later today?
This afternoon, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, earlier today you were mentioning the poetry book.
Right.
And I want to mention our local
Weather
shops.
could be verse.
Because there are some local stores who have been so supportive along the way.
Oh, yeah.
And in case
you
you're
can
still...
get this locally. You don't just have to bug Gary about it, but there's a website, too.
Yes, you can go to theweathercouldbeverse.com. I'm always shocked that nobody took that website before we got it, right? But you can go there.
It's kind of specific if you think about it, Gary.
It is, it is. Or you can go to the Indiana Rug Company on Mishawaka Avenue, or the Notre Dame Bookstore, the main branch, right there on campus. Fables down in Goshen, the Village Boutique in Shipshewana, which is part of the Davis Mercantile Building, or Bella's Books down in Napanee. And of course, Bella is the cat, not the owner. The owner is Wanda, but she'll introduce you to Bella. In the meantime, we do have poetry for today. Those raging fires in Canada are making me cough and choke. It's a whole new meaning when somebody says, I'm stepping outside for a smoke. Oh, yeah. Oh, do you like that one? Okay. Well. Yeah,
that's my favorite.
Those of us of a certain age remember when people used to do that. I guess they still do, but not as much as they did back in the day.
Yeah.
When I first walked into the WNDU newsroom in 1979-80, it was stop, drop, and roll. There was a blue haze hanging in the newsroom.
It was still blue haze when I started in like 1990, blah, 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 1991 or so when I walked into the building for the first time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So times have changed, and in that sense, for the better. I think it's a little more healthy environment in our newsroom. And it's a healthy environment in downtown Elkhart, where they're gearing up for the go-kart festival this morning, the go-kart races. You can see the city streets have been blocked off. You're going to have some high-performance go-karts out there, and these things really wail. I mean, these things are great, and you're sitting about 1.5 inches off the ground, so even if they're going 30 miles an hour, it seems like a lot faster than that. Up in Michigan City, it's kind of murky. You can kind of see. Now, this is a wider view. It's the reason Elkhart looks so clear, is we're kind of zoomed in a tight area. But if you take the wide shot, you can see how hazy the horizon is out there as that smoke begins to once again drift our direction. We started out this morning at 54 degrees. They're up to 59 this morning in Michigan City. And up in St. Joe, you can see some sunshine and shadows there, so they're at least picking some of that up. But it is also kind of cloudy, smoky up there, I should say, as we look down at the produce stand, where they're dealing a lot of peaches up there this morning. And as Tricia has mentioned, Chalk the Block is going on up there. So you see some really amazing artwork. We couldn't spot any from our particular camera view, but there are all kinds of things. Artwork, fabulous stuff. It's 55 degrees currently in St. Joe, Michigan this morning. Taking a look at our live radar, you can see these clouds. These are clouds. This isn't smoke, and they will be drifting overhead here for a while. But if it weren't for the smoke, we'd be seeing mostly sunny skies today. Still, you can see a few clouds drifting around out there this morning as we show you the wide view. The heavy weather is really down where it's still very tropical. That heat and humidity moved away from us. It's all now down through the southeast and down through the Carolinas and into Florida, where you would expect it. We're going to be in a really good shape, actually, as far as heat and humidity for about the next 6 or 7 days. And then we get to the end of this coming week, we'll start to see some of that humidity return. I want to show you where the active fires are. A lot of people have asked about this. Why is the Canadian smoke? Well, look at all these fires. We've got more than 200 uncontrolled fires, or I should say controlled fires, and at least 60 that are still not under control. Now, this is Manitoba here. This is a province. Lake Manitoba's down there, and then Saskatchewan is just west of it. And then you've got Alberta, and up here the Northwest Territories. So even into British Columbia, you're seeing fires, but the heaviest concentration is in Manitoba and Saskatchewan. And anytime that wind tends to drift off to from west to east, and anytime it curls down to the south, so our winds are out of the northeast today, it just peels that smoke right off and brings it in our direction. So for today, we're going to see really severe smoke. That's why we've issued a first alert weather day for today. Nothing to do with storms, but especially for those who are sensitive to smoke and may have respiratory problems. This afternoon, this evening would be a good time to avoid that. Tomorrow morning, it'll still be hazy, but it'll start to clear out by the afternoon, evening hours tomorrow. And then we look clear for the remainder of the week. But the air quality right now is in the moderate category. So again, we haven't been too severely affected yet. By later on this afternoon, probably be up into the unhealthy category, especially for sensitive groups. And so we'll be keeping a close eye on that for you. And you can see from the air quality index, we're sort of on that straddling that moderate sensitive area. But as we widen out, this is what we're watching up here to the northwest of us. This is really unhealthy air up in Minnesota and Wisconsin. And that's what's tending to drift more down in our direction. Take a look at future track as far as smoke is concerned, and this is smoke, this is not clouds. We're tracking smoke here. You can see by 4 o'clock this afternoon how incredibly dense that gets through the dinner hours and overnight tonight. Still pretty nasty out there, but by tomorrow, especially as we get into the afternoon hours, you can see it start to clear. By afternoon, I'd say especially by 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you really see a difference. And all of that continues to clear into the following days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. High pressure sitting right overhead right now. It's keeping all that humidity and heat down to the south of us. So we're looking pretty good shape right now. And we will get a look at your 10-day forecast right after a brief timeout.
Thinking of skipping your AC tune-up this year? Think again. Don't spend this summer hoping your air conditioner works. Be sure with help from the team at Legacy. An annual tune-up keeps your system running safely and efficiently when you need it most. Avoid costly repairs, breakdowns, and keep your system running for years to come. Trust the team with a local Legacy. Visit LegacyHeatingandAirInc.com for easy online scheduling and special offers today. While you're there, sign up for an annual maintenance plan and leave the worry to us.
Minus the smoke, take a look at future track, and it's a pretty nice day. Just a few high thin clouds getting up to a high today of 78 degrees. Clear skies overnight tonight and beautiful tomorrow with a high near 80. So all of that is really good. If we just get rid of the smoke, you can see the 10-day forecast here. A nice refreshing relief from that heat and humidity over the next 4 or 5 days. All the way through the end of the week, we expect those temperatures to get back up near 90 degrees by Friday and Saturday and Sunday of next week.
I make one comment about my zucchini plants being crummy.
Your email lit up, right?
Betty's going to take care of me. She's got enough zucchini that she can handle, so she's going to set me up.
That's what neighbors are for. And of course, we all try to give each other our tomatoes, right?
Right. Although I'm going to be a little stingy. I planted those really special ones, and they're coming on. I just need them to ripen.
Yeah,
so.
they just need to turn red. They're still green on mine right now.
I love it. Hey, in Michigan, there's something very special going on. We're talking about Chalk the Block. We're going to